What's happening? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. Very important, especially if you're a parent, because we have to protect our children. Now, this video is sponsored by Ubuntu, okay? Go to ubuntuapparel.com and grab you some gear. This is fashion with a purpose. And double salute to everybody who's went on the website and purchased anything. Thank you so much, okay? When I say we need to protect our children, you got to understand, right? They're attacking our children through cartoons, through social media, you know, through school, education. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you go a step deeper, think about what I'm saying. With all this crisscrossing of this and that, they don't even want to put whether it's a girl or boy on birth certificates anymore. Crazy part is this: the Boys and Girls Club had to change their name due to they want to be acceptance of all, you know, walks of people and nationalities and things like that, and also gender. So a lot of things I can't say, so y'all got to just read between the lines. But they changed it from Boys and Girls Club to BGC. What I'm telling y'all is this: these people are twisting, right? All the religious people. Where are all the religious people that are just sitting back letting these people crisscross what God put here, that we all have common sense to know is you either this or you that, okay? Now the thing is this: I don't have a problem with what you are and what you do and how you proceed to be yourself, but I have a problem with you pushing it on my children. I will bust you in your motherfucking head. And I hope y'all feel the same way, because society is pushing things on our children. We're talking undeveloped minds here, people. Undeveloped minds, pushing things on them and putting it in their hands to determine whether they this or they that. That's BS. We know there's a way bigger agenda behind this: population control. Like I say, when you go somewhere, right, and you're trying to infiltrate, you're not worried about the women, you're not worried about the children, you're worried about the men, the most strongest gorilla in the pack. And I tell women this all the time: this is what emasculating a man does. And societies are doing a damn job with doing it. When you take out the big gorilla, when you take out the alpha male, the rest of the family can be compromised. Women, understand this. Men have bigger muscles for a reason. Bigger feet, bigger lungs, bigger hands for a reason, right? This is what God made us to be for a reason. Damn what society's saying. We are structured this way for a reason. To do what? To protect. But the problem is, when they change the environment, it changes the primary structure of how things supposed to run. Meaning, if you put us in an environment where women can provide, which is great, but they push that masculinity on women that they don't need a man, it changes the structure. I don't care how much money a woman makes, and I'm not, like, we ain't gonna go back and forth, but y'all got to just get what I'm saying, because our children are at stake. I'm not really worried about us. Our children coming up in a world where they see things so totally different, right? Things that, excuse me, our grandmas did. Our grandmas had 14 and 15 kids. They shrink that down. Nowadays, 3 kids is a lot. 4, 5 kids is a lot. Why? Because they want to do, they want to promote depopulation. But in an environment where women could be, where things could be upside down and the roles of a man and a woman could be switched, who put that environment in place of us? Because right now, if everything went to shits, which is basically going, and we was all put in the Amazon, or we was out to fend for ourselves in the wilderness, now things are going to revert back to how God wanted it to be. You ain't gonna be the first one to run in that bush when you hear a noise. Think about what I'm saying. But they basically changed our environment to where women could be more masculine than men. And this is an agenda, man. Like, I double salute to all the women that let their man lead. I double salute to all the women that understand that this man is the leader. I don't care what society tells you. You understand what I'm saying? I know plenty of people with plenty of money. Money doesn't make you happy. Trust me, I'm telling you. So it could be a woman that's making a lot, and this is no bashing no women or none of that. It's just I want to put things back in perspective, and we have to start with the family. Because if the child sees the woman acting this way, or the child sees the man acting this way, it's gonna carry out. And I told y'all, that's what child support does. That's what all these different programs does. Housing, Section 8, and all this. All this does is breaks up families, bro. I told y'all this. At one point, you couldn't even have a television in your house and get government assistance. That's a whole nother video. I done that video 2 years ago. That's a whole nother video that I would do and break that down and show you why at that time they didn't want people with televisions in their house and give them assistance. Because they didn't have the television programs or shows in place to paint the perception in the minds of the American people or the poor people. Good Times and all these different shows. They wrote those shows with an agenda. And I told y'all, Florida Evans on Good Times, I know I'm getting a little off topic, but Florida Evans on Good Times, please, rest her soul, rest her soul. She would not do that show unless they had a black father on her, because they did not want to have a black father on Good Times. Even the guy that wrote it didn't even get the credit. The black guy that wrote it, okay? And y'all know how this go. When I tell you, you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing. That's why they want to own everything, so that they can control everything. Anyway, if the child sees the woman a certain way in the household, or see the man in a certain way in the household, they're going to carry that out. And this is why I say, two grown-ass people shouldn't be arguing in front of children. Don't never allow that. Double salute to the women that don't allow that. Double salute to the men that do not sit in front of children and fuss and fight. Okay? We can do this in private. Anything that need to be discussed in private, not in front of the children. Double salute to the women that don't flex their authority in front of the children, right? Because what that does, it draws a wedge between you and the man. And what that does is when the children see that, okay, we see that mama in charge, we don't give a damn what daddy say. When mama going to work, if mama say I can eat cornflakes while she at work, and daddy say, no, you ain't, you gonna wait till this food get done, child gonna jump around the phone, call her mama. Mom, daddy say I can't. Why? Because the child saw you emasculate the man in front of her, right? Showed that you was the one with the authority. You was the one with the say so. And they follow suit. One thing about my mom, I love her to death. Whew, I love her to life. Let me change that. I love her to life. Why? Because I wasn't able, and this is no joke. Matter of fact, we just talked about this the other day, me and my mama. I couldn't go to my mama and she say no, 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 and then I run to my stepdaddy, which really was my daddy. That's who really raised me. That's who took me fishing. That's who cooked, showed me how to cook. He the one, I couldn't go to him and he say yes, or vice versa. If he say no, my mama say no. If my mama say yes, he gonna say yes. They ran it accordingly. I couldn't run to the other. This is why children love to go to their grandma houses. Because grandma gonna let them do what the hell they want to do. But let me get back on topic, man. Society is after our children, and we must protect them at all costs. Okay? When I say children, okay, well, damn, what color you are. Play crazy if you want to. You act like this ain't gonna affect you because you this color, you that, you this. You ain't there yet. Okay? And I feel sorry for whatever, understand. These people are after our children, bro. And you look at some of these shows, you see some shit that we never saw in these shows. I can't really say it, but I'm gonna try to say it, and y'all just put two and two together. In these shows these days, they are showing things that wasn't done in shows that we saw as kids. You got teenagers in there doing stuff that, and y'all can put it in the comments, I really can't say it, but they doing some weird shit. And it ain't cool because it on one hand, it's accepting everyone for who they are, and on another hand, it's pushing things on people that that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So we must protect our children at all costs. You understand me? And like I tell y'all, man, I love all, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand how we're here to have a human experience, but we're being basically victimized by a group of people that want things to go their way. They want to control I never met, I ain't gonna say meet, but I can't understand how a group of people want to control people like that. They want to control billions of people. This shit blows my mind, but it shows the greed, it shows the agenda, it shows the way that we can be victimized and not even know it, because they the one told us we should go to school. They the one told us we want transportation, we should go in the car. They created this whole reality around us, bro, just to brainwash us. And within that reality, they control us. This is putting you in the box. That's why I say you got to think outside the box. You got to be a why person. You got to ask why. Don't just go with what's going, because they say. And these are people that never will wake up out their bed to make your life a better life. If you think these people are out to help you, you are a damn fool. Excuse my language, but you are crazy. Because they not. At all whatsoever. Anytime you hear the word free, I mean, I can show you stuff we've been studying since I was 14 years old. You feel me? I know I'm getting a little off top, but I'm just saying, bro. When the big red bus pull up in the hood, y'all know what that big red bus is. Donate blood, man. Them people getting people HIV, homie. Anytime, motherfucking, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let y'all go. Anytime these people pull up in the hood, and y'all know who I'm talking about, trying to give away some shit, trying to give you some shit, trying to do this, do that, it ain't good, homie. It ain't good, homie. But with that being said, man, I'm revamping the Pop It Up podcast, so it is coming back. So y'all can stop asking. It's coming back. You feel me? Double salute to everybody that ever liked any of my posts, put a comment on any of my posts, or send me a DM. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing this session where I go on there for an hour. We thinking about doing it on Thursday, where I go through my DMs and just read some of that stuff, and we just make this a real community. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure by now everyone understands that they're being victimized. Okay? Everyone. Okay? And we have to come together. If not, like I say, man, we can look at our children in the eye and tell them we sorry right now. Because they're children. Children are, it's over with. Okay? It is over with. So we must do something right now to stop this. And like I say, man, we have to protect our kids, man. We have to. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody. Double salute to everybody that gave me a chance to be heard. And like I said, hope y'all having a blessed day, man. And I just want to drop that on y'all, okay? Like I say, man, we live in the spirit of Ubuntu, you know what I mean? And like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, bro, you must first be lost. That's the only way you can find something. Something has to be lost in order for you to find it. So in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. All right? Double salute, man. I'll let y'all on the next one. Peace.